We're just about out of time on this week's Bullseye, but before we wrap up, a culture tip from me. We call it the Outshot. So Jeff Garlin is a stand-up comic. If you know him, it's probably because he plays Larry David's manager on Curb Your Enthusiasm. He's a big guy. He's overweight, kind of middle-aged, maybe a little sloppy-looking sometimes. And also when he talks, he has a tendency to yell, not like an angry yell. I think that actually his regular voice is kind of yelly. It's sort of a friendly yell.
You know what you are? You're a social assassin.
I guess I am in a way.
Yeah, how'd it go?
Not too good. As soon as I told her she knew Ron had put me up to it.
So you bungled the hit.
Well, I didn't bungle it. I did what I was supposed to do.
No, you bungled the hit.
Why are you saying that?
She knew.
That's not my fault.
It is. Your performance wasn't good enough.
What do you know about social assassination?
I'm the one who named you a social assassin. And we don't want you here at the agency anymore.
Okay.
Anyway, none of that is particularly what you would imagine if you were thinking of a movie star. But Garlin is charming, just immensely charming. And his new movie, which he wrote, directed, and stars in, is charming too.
You know, tonight's the last night I'm gonna eat this crap. I mean, no offense to Norm's Burger. I don't mean that your food's crap. It's not good for a guy like me. Yep, this is it. Gonna start fresh tomorrow.
Well, I think that's great. You can be your best self.
I can be my best self. Very kind of you.
The movie's called Handsome. It's a detective story, although it's a bit of a backwards detective story, since it opens with this.
Hi, I'm Stephen Weber. And I play the murderer, thanks Lyle, in this handsome mystery movie. Enjoy this exciting multi-platform event.
That's sort of a Columbo setup. But unlike Columbo, Handsome isn't really about putting together the pieces of the puzzle. This movie isn't a dash for the finish line. It's a gentle stroll down a winding road. Handsome is the name of Garlin's character, police detective Gene Handsome. He lives in a little cottage in suburban L.A. It looks kind of like Glendale or maybe South Pasadena. And absolutely nothing can shake the geniality from Gene Handsome's face. Not even a dead woman's body chopped to pieces and rearranged on a movie star's lawn in the shape of a Star of David.
Sir, can I quit the force forever, please?
You want to quit the force?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we're all just sitting here casually talking about this chopped up woman in this yard, and it's disgusting.
We're not casually talking about the lady. We're trying to figure out who did this.
Sir, I have a theory.
You do? What do you got?
Suicide.
That's it?
That's it.
Have you ever seen The Long Goodbye, the Robert Altman movie? It's one of my favorites. It's kind of a loopy detective story. Elliot Gould is the star. Seems like maybe it was a model for Handsome. Just like in The Long Goodbye or in The Big Lebowski, which is another similar movie, the best moments of Handsome are about the detective wandering out into this odd world and kind of prodding gently. Garlin's face has this almost constant look on it. It's kind of hard to describe. It's like the facial expression equivalent of, well, it takes all kinds, I guess. The whole thing is kind of like a Mike Leigh movie if Mike Leigh made funny detective movies for the USA Network. I don't even know if that makes sense. There are funny jokes. It isn't super jokey, though. There are laughs, but probably the best part about it are these little interactions that are thrillingly, modestly human.
You know what I watched the other night? Best movie I've ever seen. I don't know if you saw it. San Andreas.
Oh, I love San Andreas.
Oh my God. The Rock, perfection, the absurdity, best absurdity I've ever seen.
Maybe one of the best movies. Easily the best. What won the Oscar in 2015 that was better than San Andreas?
Best movie ever. And all the time he spent in a boat. He's in a boat, but he's a helicopter pilot. I loved it.
I loved it.
I loved it. What would you do if you had a partner who didn't like how loud you talk?
I don't talk loud. You talk loud.
I don't know who talks louder between us, you or I. We both talk very loud, and I don't know which one is the louder talker.
In the end, nothing changes for Gene Handsome. His life isn't transformed. He basically goes on a trip, he meets some people, he solves a crime, and he ends up where he started. And for some folks, that's not much of a movie, and I get it. If If you're looking for a grand adventure or an epic quest, Handsome is not for you. But if you're just looking for 75 minutes of open-hearted companionship, well, then Gene Handsome's your man.
Handsome. Yeah. All right, pick me up.
That's my outshot.